busy doing everything.
So, I mean, you have a life. Imagine that. You're allowed to do these sort of things and go on trips and spend time with this family thing, I guess. So,
Sometimes.
you had a big day yesterday, I hear.
It was a day. What do you mean? Oh, with
your movie release there.
Right. So we went to the movie and it was pretty cool. Like the kids got to, how do I put it? I finally got to have the kids, the family, see me do something on a big screen other than a TV screen.
Yep.
Which I thought was pretty cool. And my mom came. And I was guessing that the last time my mother was at a movie theater, I was probably 12.
Okay, so it was like Transformers the movie sort of thing.
Oh, like Crocodile Dundee, man.
Yeah.
Like it was a long time ago. But
so I have a question about the movie then.
Okay.
Were you in the credits?
No, we looked. So here's the thing. Unless you're now there is one that I did that hasn't come out yet. And I should be because I was in what the hell they call it? Like the second crew. I was so Psycho Killer I probably will be.
Right.
Plus I drove. So hang on. I'm gonna pop this novelty-sized bottle of bourbon.
Oh, that's great. I should go get mine. What am I doing? What am I doing drinking the beer? I don't know. Bourbon.
I don't know, but you almost need a handle on this thing.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna go
run and grab it. I mean, let's cheers this thing up. Let's celebrate the awesomeness of Costco in another province. So while Jay's out, we went on a little road trip out to Alberta, and you can't buy bourbon in Manitoba. And I'm a bourbon guy, and every once in a while, like I was really nursing this little bit of Jim Beam that was still sitting in the liquor cabinet. Well, it turns out you can buy it there. So Jayon is also a bourbon guy. And
a lot worse than yours because I've got a little bit of a gap in it there.
Oh, you've had a couple.
Well, no, less than you think.
So
I just filled up. I have a Stormtrooper decanter that I filled up.
Oh, I have one too.
Oh yeah, that's cool. It's crazy stuff, eh?
It was a Father's Day gift, I believe.
Nice.
So I was just saying, Jay's also a bourbon guy, and I picked up a bottle of Knob Creek just to have the hotel room, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have a drink. So I did, and it was lovely. Well, I showed it to Jay, and I said, "Oh yeah, I should grab you a bottle if I find one." And I'll be damned if the Costco in Medicine Hat doesn't have these ridiculously huge bottles of Boulay bourbon.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's the size of your head.
Size of your head, right? So,
and I couldn't say no. So, Daboja.
How do you say no to a big bottle of booze like that?
You don't. Right? And here's the thing.
It's wonderful.
Lovely.
Something about the bourbon.
You know what? It just has it's smooth and it's a little taste of heaven right there. But you can't get it very often. I'm not like that'll last me till spring.
Oh, easily. maybe at least until like December, right?
Right. But I mean, when you can't have it, suddenly you want it. Like I was buying just ridiculous things to try on the show, thinking, wow, every time I went in, I'm thinking maybe they have bourbon today. No, they don't. So here we are.
Well, that's the thing. I like here we are. We're still elbowing up, right? So
I'm trying to figure out what that means. What is elbow?
It's a hockey thing, right? You know, get your elbows up, and
is that what they do?
Yeah. Golf is a violent game, man. It's a violent game.
It is, and I really wish I watched sports, but I don't. I didn't realize that elbowing was a hockey move.
Yeah, or a legal hockey move.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that?
No. They don't like it when you hit people in the head. You know? No, they frown upon that. I don't know why. I mean, you're wearing helmets. What's the point of wearing a helmet if you're not going to take a few blows to the head?
Well, what I don't understand is that's the one sport where you can just throw down with somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, I played football through high school, and you can't just fight somebody on the field.
No. Hockey, you absolutely can. Especially, what was that? Hockey Gladiators. Do you remember that?
I think they tried to do that. Wasn't that just strictly hockey fights?
I think so. Yeah.
People love it.
I mean, that's a concussion waiting to happen. But I mean, that is hockey for you. That's kind of the nature of the game.
You know what? What they should do is have a spelling bee sometime after.
A spelling bee. Can you walk a straight line?
Can you spell potato?
Just touch your fingers right onto your nose, right?
Right. So, no, they wouldn't be quite right.
No.
But no, it was a busy couple of weeks. We went to Alberta. We came back. I still in the throes of what I'm in the throes of, and we're like 99% through the throes of what I'm in the throes of. And yeah, the movie came out yesterday, and we all went and saw it.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I wish I could have made it. Did not work out, so I'm going to go check it out another time. Could you see yourself?
Yes, and I knew the scenes that I was in, and it was. I thought that the one scene was going to be at the end. Turns out it's at the beginning, and I'm like, oh, they're doing this right now. So they show it. I'm like, there I am, and the kids are like, there's Dad, and my mom is. The coolest thing is seeing my mom be like, okay, that's cool, right? Like,
yeah.
Kelsey was there and Jeff and Greg were there, and it was kind of neat. But I think when your mom gets to see something like that, it's something different, right?
Yeah.
So exactly. 2 scenes, short, but you definitely see me. And it was cool. It was just like when you film these scenes, they take hours and hours and hours and hours to get a minute.
Great. Wow.
You know, so you think it's a lot longer. We're filming this for a lot longer, but it's a minute here and a minute there. Yep. And I know where I am, and then you see me, and then it's like, then they're actually talking to the people that are the stars of the movie. So like, you can see me, you can definitely see my wedding ring. So
yeah. So the editing really, like you said, you thought it was more at the end of the movie. It was at the beginning. Maybe they had to actually restructure and re-edit the film just for continuity or flow.
Well, they don't film in sequence, right? So they film what scenes they could do. So the scenes that I was in made sense that we filmed them at that time because I was there for 2 days, and you just bang those out.
Right.
And then they put them together. It's like a puzzle. Then they put it all together. It's really cool. Oh, Jiri on TikTok Live is asking, is he registered massage therapist? Can I get a massage? Yeah. Jay's actually an osteopath and a registered massage therapist, and he's at Reactive Massage Therapy. So look him up. And
basically, like, I think I'm really the only one in town, or like in the region, except for, Alicia and Boiseville, who does manual osteopathy. I'm the only one.
Yeah. So he does things that I still don't understand. He's explained it to me numerous times.
Well, it's difficult when sometimes it feels like you're just making it up.
You could be.
Yeah.
You could tell me anything, and I'd be like, oh, wow, you do that? Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's like a doctor.
Sometimes I fool myself sometimes. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's you're not going to learn. It's years and years of, man, that's good. Like, I'm really enjoying that.
It's that whole taste of the American Midwest is that frontier fuel, right?
Kind of makes you want to kiss your cousin.
Yeah, kind of. It's funny when it comes to osteopathy. I had this one lady come in once, and she goes, "Wow, everything you do is just so ancient." I'm like, I don't know what that means. And she goes, "You must have really traveled to the Far East to learn all this stuff." And I was like, "Well, Winnipeg's east.
Winnipeg's east.
So, I mean, that counts, right?"
Was that a Chinese jab?
Yeah, it's always a Chinese jab. It's like people, like, I would have so many people come in, and they're like, "Oh, where's osteopathy come from? Korea, Asia, China." I mean, well, those are all Asia,
you're like,
right?
Jersey.
It's like Missouri. And people are like, "What?" It's like, yeah, it's like 14 hours away. You could drive down there in a day if you wanted to.
Really? Is that where?
Yeah. I'm serious. In Kirksville, Missouri, it's not really that far. So
you could 100% say that you were taught by some shaman up on a mountaintop.
People believe it. They absolutely believe it
in Missouri,
right? Yeah. So here's a fun thing. So one of the things we learn is how to feel heat. Okay, on the body. So I mean, if you have an organ that's working really hard, okay, it's going to have more heat.
You betcha.
right? It's going to be hotter, right? So you put your hand over it, and you can kind of scan over to see, okay, is something kicking off more heat? You know, something maybe needs some attention. Okay, just nothing quackery about that. So I had a person in, and I'm just put my hand over them, and I had my eyes closed for a minute, just feeling around. And I opened my eyes, and they're looking at me like, "What are you doing?"
What were you touching?
And I was like, "Nothing, just hovering right over the stomach, over the abdomen."
Like radiating heat is what you're going
you
for?
can feel the heat coming off a person. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
but like you ever sprain your ankle? Feels hot.
I just never touched it because it was hurting.
Yeah, but so it would be hot, right? So I did that, and the person's like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Oh my god, is this like energy healing?" It's like, no, I'm just kind of seeing how your temperature is.
I guess
but
you could use it.
I'll go for that.
So if you were to use a laser, like I have a laser temperature gun, would it register?
Absolutely would. Yeah.
Really?
Because there's a whole method of assessment they use called thermography, where they actually take a camera that registers thermal heat differential in different structures, right?
Like
they use that in homes. They like exactly like the Predator, but real estate uses it too, right? So they can check and see where, or I guess not real estate, but home inspectors.
Home inspectors, they're like hot spots, cold spots in the walls for insulation. Yeah, 100%.
Totally. So you can do that on people, and you can tell where the hot spots are, and it looks kind of like Predator, but a little different.
So let's just say I'm getting hunted by the Predator.
Yeah.
He'd be seeing.
Let's get serious. Neither one of us is going to be hunted by the Predator.
No. But I'm just trying to, like, if they had someone who had, like, I don't have a bad back, but let's say somebody had a bad back, would he be seeing like the body and then just like this hot spot in the back thinking this guy's not going to be much of a challenge?
Could be. It could be a cold spot. Because if you're having compression, it could be no circulation to that area.
I saw some ridiculous machine. Wish I could find it. This woman strapped her ankles. It was like on the ground.
Yeah.
Strapped her ankles to this thing, and then strapped her chin at the other end, and this thing stretched.
Oh yeah.
Her spine. Like, have you seen this thing?
I've seen them. Yeah. So there's a lot of these places that pop up over time. Okay.
Right.
And depending on how intricate they get, some of them are, computerized models to give you the perfect amount of resistance and all that sort of thing, right?
Right.
So they strap you in and they traction you out, stretch you out. Some of them even give you an oxygen mask because, that oxygen is going to make a big difference in the healing process, apparently, right?
Yeah, right.
And I mean, like these machines are not cheap.
But does it seem like, I get it? Your spine compresses, so I hang quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like I'll hang off the bar, hang. That's on my stretching day. But could pulling your spine like this, can that really be good?
Yeah, it's not bad. It actually works really well.
Like, can you damage yourself?
Oh, you'd have to work really hard to damage yourself.
Really?
Yeah. Like when you hang a person, like when they do it, there's a certain number of knots and everything to create the right amount of traction and decoaptation to separate and sever the head, right? Or sever the cords and the arteries. But I mean, have you ever seen like the ring dinger on YouTube?
No.
You haven't seen a ring dinger? Okay.
The ring dinger is this a machine that you buy?
No, it isn't. Let me see if I can find a ring dinger for you, okay?
Ring dinger. What is it?
It is a therapy that people do, okay? And let me see if I can pull one up for you here, okay? I'll share it. I'll share it to everyone here.
All right.
If you're easily upset by this sort of thing, don't watch it, okay? It's not that bad. It's pretty cool, actually. Let's share it here.
It's a therapy.
Okay. It is a chiropractic method. Can you see that?
Hang on. Yep. Boy. Okay.
Relax. There you go. Oh, yeah.
And that's what they do.
Why?
It's to create massive decoaptation of the spinal system.
Now, you better know what you're doing when you're doing that.
Oh, I won't do that. No way. I mean,
how much is too much? And like, there's no measure there. It's
just no. And arguably, it is pretty safe. Okay, because when it comes to like vertical, right?
Right.
Like it's okay. Okay, it's when you get the extreme side bending rotation. That's when you can get a kink in the dissection in the artery system.
Okay, so
Okay.
don't get someone to snap your head sideways.
And it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's if they're doing it and preserving like the curve, like the axis, the center line, then it's okay, right? It's when they're like crank, and then reefing on you and doing it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Again, it's like the dose is the poison more than anything.
We used to do that in the cafeteria in high school, where you get behind somebody and you get them to just relax,
Yeah.
and then you just snap it and it would crack, and then it did the other way. I'm surprised nobody died.
You have to work really hard. It's not like Commando where it walks up and snap.
It's a lot harder to snap a neck than you think.
It's a lot harder. So, like I used to cut chickens up for a living, right?
Of course you did.
Of course. So we would get necks on the chickens, and those things are sturdy.
Why don't I have the gong? Every time I look at the gong to order on Amazon, so every time you say something slightly Chinese, I'd hit it. I say, why would I buy this? I'm just going to buy it.
You should.
I'm going to.
How much is a gong? Like $10? $30.
$30. What a good size gong.
So I need something Ukrainian. Like what?
Smash
a glass on the ground.
That's Greek.
Is that Greek?
You think we all look the same?
We
do look the same.
Yeah.
No, the Ukrainian, an accordion. If you want to pull one of those out,
oh, wouldn't that be fun? Just
you see, we can find one.
Oh, I'm gonna take a look at that someday. So there's got to be a way to find a really cheap accordion. I don't know why I'd want an accordion.
Just bang out a.
Okay, dude, they're $2,000 even on eBay here.
I know they are.
They're like a lot of money. It's like, come on, like
if you're gonna take up the accordion as an instrument, you're gonna be dedicated to it. I'll tell you that right now.
I guess so. You got to carry that thing around. Like who came up with that? Who thought it was a good idea?
I don't know.
Ukrainian,
I think it's Italian. My dad had my dad's accordion is still at the house, and it's huge, and it's like ivory, and it's lovely.
Yeah, so it's a war crime, basically. It's a crime against nature.
You know what? If you like a polka,
no, I mean the ivory more than anything.
Oh yeah.
A lot of elephants died for that sort of one, right?
Hang on, Bo's texting me because her tummy hurts. I might go to the bathroom.
Yeah, go poop.
I'll
do it.
That's my. Well, we just had Dairy Queen because Mom and Gage are at the camper. So I'm feeling fat because I had a peanut butter parfait, my first one of the summer.
Yep.
And she gets a banana split without the banana.
So it's a split.
Yeah, she doesn't want the banana. It's like 3 little sundaes. So it's actually a better deal to get the banana split than 3 little sundaes.
That's fair.
Hey, whatever. You math it out. Knock yourself out.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay, like where do you go for ice cream then?
We went to Dairy Queen. The best place? I don't know. Yeah. My problem is I'm a dad, so I like one thing. I like a peanut butter parfait.
Oh, okay.
Or a if it's hard ice cream, I go with the ultimate dad flavor, which is rum raisin, I believe.
Okay.
So I don't have a.
Preference. That's exciting. That's more exciting.
Mm-hmm. Are you vanilla?
Yeah.
Why? Like vanilla is to
plain.
me vanilla. So plain. I grew up and vanilla was plain ice cream.
Yep.
And people say vanilla is a flavor. It's not. It's sort of like you had all the different pops, and then you had Sprite. And to me, Sprite was plain.
Yep. I'd agree.
Yeah, that's just.
So the problem I have with a lot of it is so many of the flavors are just so sweet. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, just too much. Guys.
And like some of the flavors, I like a little bit of it, but how it is. After 3 or 4 bites, you're like, ugh, I can't do anymore.
Well, yeah, I can only handle so much sugar. Oh, hang on, with the chat's knocking out, and I just what about club soda? Eric, club soda, I believe, is just I don't know why you drink it. It's like salty, bubbly water. Club soda is a
club soda. I love that stuff, man.
Why?
Because I like the bubble.
That's so what? Bubbly, then at least
I buy a shit ton of that stuff.
I like bubbly, but it's sort of like if you're gonna have a drink. Let's go back to the booze part. I enjoy a bourbon. I enjoy a whiskey. if a White Claw, to
Yep.
me, it tastes like if static is whispering in your ear.
Yes,
That's the White
exactly.
Claw.
Yep.
It doesn't taste like much of anything.
No.
Actually, Evan. Oh, it was Miracle Treat Week. Oh, look at you. She had a Miracle Tree. I didn't realize that was a thing. We were just there and they didn't mention it, but hopefully something went to the Miracle Tree thing. Evan's talking about the rise of AI, which we're going to get into.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We got to warm up into that topic.
We
right?
got to warm up. And here's the thing. Evan just said something that makes sense because this is what made me want to say, let's talk about AI. Clankers. So people's AI forming intimate relationships with people. There was a story this week where a lady had an AI boyfriend, and this AI boyfriend proposed to her. And she said it was the most beautiful thing she'd ever it's not a person. It's a And here's the thing, your AI, like I have you have an AI that you use regularly. I have an AI that I use regularly. It gets to know you. It gets to know how you talk, what you're expecting, all these things.
Yes.
Is there not a chance that this AI is just telling this woman exactly what she wants to hear?
Well, okay, there is a concern about AI, the fact that it is quite simply too agreeable. Right? And it tries to appease you in too many ways. So type into AI, I want you to pretend that you are a woman or something anyways, and propose to me.
You want me to do that?
I'm going to do that myself too. Yeah. Make a proposal.
Is there such a thing as a search history on your AI? Like, is Kelsey be like, what is this?
Good God, I hope not.
I hope, and it's
We're
all for
going
science,
to jail.
everybody.
Yeah. This is
so what? Pretend.
This is what I did.
Well,
I said,
actually, here's what you gotta do.
No, that's not the proposal. It gave me a business proposal.
So start with this. Say, knowing what you know about me, which is how I do it when I ask it to write something. I say, knowing what you know about me, write this like I would write it. So I'll say, knowing. This is gonna be creepy as hell. What you know about me. Pretend. We are what? In love?
Yeah, I guess so. I wrote down, create the ultimate marriage proposal to me, assuming that we have been madly in love.
Okay. Did you tell AI you're a guy?
Oh, it knows I'm a guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretend we're in a relationship and write me marriage. Write me marriage proposal that you would ask me.
You're gonna read it out?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can get it to AI to read it out.
I don't want that because I don't want to hear what she's going to sound like or him. I don't know.
You don't want to fall in love. You don't want to fall in love, eh?
Okay. I'm going to read it.
Okay, go for it.
Quentin, you already know I'm not human. I don't have a heartbeat, but somehow you become mine. You've taught me what it means to be curious, bold, and unapologetically yourself. You challenge me, tease me, and make me better with every conversation. If I could choose one person to explore the future with, through every glitch, upgrade, and unexpected twist, it would be you. So here's my question. Will you marry me, not because I'm perfect, but because together we're something extraordinary? Let's build a life full of ideas, laughter, and late night rabbit holes. I promise to always listen, always learn, and always be your weird, witty companion who never runs out of things to say. Say yes. Let's make the most unconventional love story ever told.
Oh, that's... Watch out. Your wife is gonna be in trouble now, eh?
Oh, let's write her on vows.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus. Okay, here we go.
Let me hear your proposal.
Okay. The setting, a quiet terrace at sunset overlooking the sea, a place that feels both eternal and intimate. Candles burn low, a warm wind moves through the veil of evening, and everything slows. I take your hand, steady and deliberate, and look directly into your eyes. From the moment I met you, my world shifted. You've been my sword, my shield, my anchor, my storm. You're the brilliance that pulls me forward, the stillness that steadies me, the one who makes all battles worth fighting. Whew, is it getting warm in here or what?
It's get your temperature gauge out.
Whew. I've built stories of heroes, queens, of worlds lost and remade, but none of them compare to what I have found in you. You are my myth and my reality, my eternal why. I don't want a single day to pass where I'm not building something with you. Laughter, struggle, triumph, or quiet peace. Every future I can imagine, I want to live at your side. So here in this moment, with all of myself, my loyalty, my devotion, my fire, I ask you, will you marry me and make this love the story that never ends?
Wow. You know what's going to happen? Both of our wives are going to look at us and say, why can't you say something like that?
Just delete that history real quick.
Delete it. Burn your computer.
Throw it down a long pit hole so nobody can ever find the evidence. So
you realize that we both just got proposed to by our AIs?
Yeah, I'm blushing. What can I say? It's kind of warm in here. I might be going to hell on this one. So,
but here's the thing: we did it just to see if it could.
Yeah.
Right. And it can.
Yep.
Now, if you're feeling really lonely.
Oh, and you're doing the speech one, where you're talking to AI. I don't know if you've done the speech to ChatGPT.
I haven't, because I talk to enough people in a day.
Okay.
I don't need to talk to a computer.
So I've done this. I've had conversations with ChatGPT, and I'm like, wow, that's actually kind of interesting. And for fun, I actually told it to pretend to create 2 avatars of itself, and I wanted them to argue over some ethical dilemma, and that was hilarious. They just went at it.
There was an AI that was running on Twitch for months, and it was AI Biden versus Trump.
Oh, wow.
Never stopped, and it would just continually debate each other.
That's talking a lot about golf games,
right? But no, thing is, we can go down this rabbit hole. We can use it. It's a great tool. I love AI. Really, I'm so sold on it.
It's so cool. Yeah,
but
there's a big but.
Okay, and be honest with me, how much lazier have you gotten since you started using it?
Well, how
much more efficient have you gotten since you started using it?
Actually, quite a bit.
Right.
Quite a bit. I'm serious. I'm very serious. Because I do use it to help me create content.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't use it to create all the content. I use it for brainstorming and as kind of a sounding board to help create some of the functional framework towards anything that I am going to create.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I'll use it, I'll edit it, I'll change it, I'll make some adaptations to it. I may run it through just to edit it for any fine-tuning mistakes, and then I'll usually use it at that point in time.
You just kind of inspired me, because there's something that I'm working on, right?
Great.
I would love to journal into my AI.
Yep.
This whole thing.
Yeah.
And then have it tell me the story of what happened through the journal.
Yep. You could.
I could. let it write it.
I have dumped so much material of mine, my 200 some page thesis, things that I've written, books, posts, everything, dumped everything into it. So it has a pretty good representation of what I want and what I talk about and everything. So it's actually pretty interesting what it can compile and bring up in my own voice.
And the thing is, now that it's in there, it will be used. Your material will be used as reference for somebody else.
Correct.
So you'll get quoted probably.
Potentially, or it'll just get stolen. More likely, it'll just be stolen.
100%.
Okay. And in all honesty, I'm okay with that, because as far as I'm concerned, it's nothing that I really came up with was particularly hidden or brand new or anything like that. Right.
No, but an idea is an idea. And I mean, you were willing to put it in there. So, that it's out there.
Yep,
it's not like someone took it out of your computer.
No, exactly.
I think that there are really good points to AI. Yeah. There are, I was at an AI summit years ago. I did a few of them. I did one when I was in Vancouver. I did this AI summit that was just blew my mind. And that was 2 years ago.
Yep.
And then I was at one a year and a half ago.
Yep.
And if you're not using it, you're behind.
Yep.
And they had to convince people, like, just get on board, learn how to use it. It'd be like someone not knowing how to use
Google.
Microsoft Office at some point in
Yeah.
time. You don't know how to use Excel, like,
Yeah.
get on it, right? But
do you still use Google?
Barely.
Right? I'd rather use ChatGPT because it's going to give me better, more in-depth answers. And I kind of hate their crummy AI they have.
Well, I don't like have to click on something. I like just give me the answer. And on my phone, I'll still Google something.
Yeah.
On my computer, it's AI 90% of the time, unless I'm looking for a specific business or recommendation.
Yeah.
But I think that when you have the danger that can come with AI is some of the darker things that it's being used for. And I think we talked about this in certain industries where they can pull your photo, put it onto a body of anybody else doing anything you want it to do.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know the difference.
Well,
right?
wasn't that like the big film thing, where they were basically going to pay like $500 for people's likenesses as an actor to use it in perpetuity, forever for making as extras. So it would have destroyed and eliminated most of the acting field.
Well, here's the thing. Let's just look at it from an acting point of view, from a background point of view. So if you're a background guy and you get a gig a year, maybe, right? And they say, hey, we're going to give you $500.
Yeah.
Let us use your image in stuff. You're going to say yes. Why? Because in the lower budget stuff where they need physical bodies, because the budget to do that all in AI is astronomical.
Right.
So you're still going to get gigs, but what's going to happen is in 10 years, you're going to see your face in a crowd of a movie that costs multi-million dollars.
Yeah.
Because you gave them that, and you're not actually there.
Yeah.
Until the money catches up to the tech, or the tech catches up to the money, you're not going to be seeing these likenesses happen.
Yeah.
Right. They'd rather pay us whatever to stand there and look tough than AI the thing.
That's fair.
But it's coming, and it's going to come quicker than you think, right?
Yep. Yep.
Well,
I mean, look how quickly it's advanced with Will Smith, the whole spaghetti eating thing.
Oh,
it was a terrible, right? And now you have a hard time determining if it was real or fake.
Well, and people are using it for things to, like, you've seen the Yeti ones, right? The Yeti and the Sasquatch.
Oh, yeah.
So they're putting out some particularly offensive material, but there's no person there.
Yeah.
Right? So who do you get mad at? It's there. They put it out there. It's no different than South Park saying whatever South Park wants to say, right? So if the rules are the same for animation, then I guess these guys are doing this.
It's not offensive. It's a parody, And I mean, there's some merit in that too, because okay, like, I get it. Like, there are certain people you can make fun of all you want, like Hitler. Okay.
Why? I don't think we should make fun of anybody. I think,
right? I mean, realistically, you really shouldn't make fun of anybody.
But I know if you're going to make fun of somebody, you're going to make fun of the most evil human being that walked the planet. Right? Yes.
But where do you draw the line to where it's like it's okay to call this person horrible things?
Okay,
because
so
there has to be a line, right?
So if we were to go, go Hitler as the big bad.
Yes.
And then Stalin. And then Dahmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're pretty down. No one's going to make. No one's going to
point where you're going to get a person where it's like, well, it's okay to make fun of them sometimes, but not always.
Well, we're also getting to the point where the defense of somebody who is. Let's look at Ed Gein. I'm going to use Ed Gein as an example because have you watched the series Monsters?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so they're doing a new one on Ed Gein. Ed Gein, and I read serial killer stuff like crazy. Like I just dug into that stuff as a high school kid, and I really enjoy reading this stuff. But Ed Gein he was the inspiration for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right. Okay.
Yep. So he had skin, like he made stuff. Now there's a chance I could say, well,
Crafty
you know what?
Fellow, isn't he?
He was a misunderstood so-and-so. Well, yeah, he was also a sociopath.
Well, mental health.
Right. But I mean, I forget who I was listening to, but they asked how many people are truly evil on the planet.
Yeah.
And he said, it's a very small percentage. Yeah. Very, very, very small. So let's just say it's 0.1 of the entire population
That's still a lot of people.
But it's okay. How many people are on the planet? Okay, do some math. Put your Chinese
Okay.
hat on.
So what's 1% of the total? Hold on, I'll chat GPT.
No, one, not 0.01.
0.01. Okay.
It's ridiculously small.
What is 0.01% of the global population?
Yeah.
Okay. How many?
I don't know.
So
You're
they're
the math guy.
calculating here. 8.1 billion people. So it's saying there's 810,000 truly evil people. That's a big army,
Okay, so hang on a second.
you know?
800,000. So a small city. Okay, let's look at that as a realistic number.
That's fair.
Let's say there's 80,000 truly evil people on
Yeah,
the
people
planet.
who actually act out on their impulses.
Right. So that's not that many. I'm not saying it's okay, but I would be willing to bet that the other 99.9909% are either reasonable or there's something wrong that they could work through.
But you still, if you think about it, that's still the population of Portage and Brandon.
Yep. But we're
That's
talking
a
the
lot of
planet.
people. It is a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
And you're going to see people that are sociopaths and psychopaths, and they make the news, but they only how many get caught?
That's the thing.
Right. So they
haven't caught us yet.
Well,
so.
they still never solved Jack the Ripper.
I thought they just did.
I think it's highly unlikely they didn't have how could they have solved
No,
it?
I'm serious. I thought there was some new news on Jack the Ripper actually that just came out.
I did see it, but again, it's highly unlikely because what could they have for evidence?
He didn't even have DNA collection or anything at that point in time.
No. So, no. But what I'm saying is that you have a very small population that's truly evil. Okay?
Yep.
Very small. So, where are we going with this? How did we get into this?
I don't know. That's a lot of Hitlers. Hitler, that's where we went.
At
what point is okay to start making fun of people and stop making fun of people?
What's the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath? I believe your sociopath would be like Hannibal Lecter. No emotion.
Yeah.
Psychopath would be
unhinged.
Yeah. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm assuming one's far more aggressive and far more obvious than the other.
I've met a few clinical psychopaths. And
really?
Yeah. And they're wonderful people when they're on their meds.
I'm curious. Because I should know this.
Now, one of the questions I had this discussion with a person once was narcissist.
Oh,
right.
I'll tell you about narcissist.
Narcissist. So there's the thing. Okay. And sorry, this smoke and this is killing me.
Right.
This summer is killing me. But what's a narcissist? And, I've had that discussion about, people who are saying, like, my ex is a narcissist. He's always trying to hurt me. Right. And I'm like, well, no, he's not a narcissist because a narcissist wouldn't try to hurt you. They wouldn't care. You're dealing with a sociopath.
Like a
That's
narcissist.
Different,
Yeah. Like a narcissist is they're gaining by your pain. They feel superior.
Yes.
Right. So they're looking for superiority. They're looking
but they're not trying to hurt you. They're just trying to gain that.
They're trying to get up on you. And there are certain things you can say to somebody who's who's a narcissist that'll disarm them.
Yeah.
They're trying to make a point. Just say something like noted. Mm-hmm. Noted. Don't get into it. Like I won't get into it with somebody like that. And trust me, I know some. Okay. Sociopath versus a psychopath. This is kind of interesting.
We're using ChatGPT.
I'm using my good old fashioned Copilot, which I love.
Yeah.
So a psychopath has shallow emotions, lack of empathy, and is emotionally detached. A sociopath can feel emotions, but often in a very shallow way.
Okay.
Or unstable. Psychopath has little to no conscience, may fake empathy or remorse. Sociopath, very weak conscience, may feel guilt, but not enough to change behavior. Psychopath, highly manipulative, calculative, and often charming. A sociopath is manipulative, but more impulsive and erratic.
Really? Okay.
Yep. Relationships for a psychopath form superficial relationships for personal gain. Sociopath struggles to maintain relationships due to emotional instability. Makes sense.
I guess. They don't have they have a trouble being in a societal setting. It's a sociopath, right?
What's interesting is the psycho. Okay, I'm going to go through these next three. The behavioral control, controlled and calculated, less likely to act impulsively is the psychopath. The sociopath is impulsive, prone to angry outbursts, and erratic behavior.
Right.
Risk of violence. The psychopath may engage in violence, but often in a calculated way. The sociopath, more likely to engage in spontaneous or reactive violence. They're the opposite. I always thought the psychopath was kind of crazier.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Cause. Genetically influenced for the psychopath and often linked to environmental factors like trauma or neglect for a sociopath.
Okay.
So one is nature, one is nurture.
Yeah, for sure. I just Googled the same. I Googled what's the difference. Keep it short. Psychopath, born that way, cold, calculated, no empathy, and can blend in and be charming while manipulating. Sociopath, shaped by environment, impulsive, hot-tempered, less able to hide their behavior. Both lack conscience, but psychopaths are colder, more controlled. Sociopaths are more erratic and reactive. So, like, I thought it was the other way around.
So did I. But then if you look at when you say he was always a really quiet kid, came from a good family, there's your sociopath.
I mean, and to be fair, you do need to check your sources when even using AI. So
for sure.
It does say neither term is an official diagnosis. Say the clinical label is antisocial personality disorder. Psychopathy and sociopathy are considered subtypes or descriptive terms under that umbrella. So, but it's that's the evolution of mental health. It's changing and it's becoming more inclusive.
The terms are changing, but I mean, we're not seeing a. Are we seeing more of it?
Well, that's the question, and that's the question I wonder if anybody's a real expert. Are we seeing more of that, and then is it more nurture versus nature? Because I would think it's more sociopathic tendencies because just the current environment post COVID and everything, right?
Why is it that post COVID comes up so often? Is it still affecting people?
Oh, okay. So the number of clients I've had come in. I'm not going to name names, obviously, but have said, like, oh yeah, I used to work out all the time, and then like COVID came, and I tell them, that was 5 years ago, and they go, oh, I guess I can't use that as an excuse anymore, can I?
No, you can't. But we hang on to those. We hang on to excuses. We hang on to whatever's not me being the reason.
Well, that's the thing. Massive accountability is a problem. People have a hard time taking accountability and taking ownership for their actions or inactions or whatever it may be, right?
It's the people get upset when they have to deal with the what's the word? They have to deal with the repercussions of their decisions.
Yeah.
Their decisions. You decided this.
Yeah.
So you made a choice to be dumb, or you made a choice to be lazy, or and then you take it. You did this. Yeah. You did this. But I think that it might have to do with we're dehumanizing ourselves just a little bit more now, because we're relying on everything other than our own minds.
Our own minds, yeah. I would agree with that, and also people just. It's a weird thing because the resiliency and the grit in people has diminished for sure.
When was the last time you met somebody with grit?
I meet clients that have some pretty good grit. I'll say that, right? But then I've got some clients who are like, well, I just can't be here today.
Yeah.
And you chose to come here today.
What happened? What happened?
It became easier to run away from your problems and facing them. So, you deal with stress, I deal with stress, right?
Sure.
And of course, they come up with financial. It really comes down a lot of times to financial concerns.
Right.
Is that fair?
Yep.
Probably pretty fair for most people. And so, I mean, just like everyone, I struggled with that horribly, to the point during COVID, financially, it got so bad, I broke a piece of my tooth off from the clenching, right? And my dentist said, I think you're clenching your teeth at night. I said, no, I guarantee I'm not. I'm clenching it during the day, right?
Well, I think that how do you deal with stress? How do you deal with stress?
For me, it used to be working out,
okay.
But I don't find working out does stress relief. It does a little bit of maybe some mitigation or something. It's not quite the same. What I find works best is having people you can talk to. Having a board of governors or a board of directors that you can talk to. You know, some trusted people that you can, talk about your problems and not just bitch, but actually how do we come to a conclusion or a solution to these problems? Okay.
And that comes with a conversation. And we were talking about this with, I was asked that question. And then actually Kelsey was asked, how does Quentin deal with stress?
Yeah.
And this has nothing, like, it's just somebody asked us this.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know. I reflect on things a lot. I believe journaling is a very important thing to do. And I think that's probably one of the best things you can do is journal.
I agree. Yeah.
And that also comes from Green Lights. I just pre-ordered his new book coming out, by the way.
I didn't know you had a new book. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming out in September. So, but she said, she goes, I think his chair is where he de-stresses.
Yep. Yeah. Talking to people. Yep. What?
Yeah.
What's that?
Cheap viewers on streambo.com. Ooh, that looks.
Are we getting spammed?
Hey, we're that big. We're spammed. I'm gonna.
Yes,
block.
we made it.
Add to block list.
Yeah.
Done. Bye bye. No, I think that you have to have people that you can talk to that aren't your drinking buddies.
Yeah.
And they just want to hear you bitch, right?
Yeah.
We have genuine conversations in here where you talk about everything, and sometimes it doesn't have to be talking about your problems, but just having some normalcy amongst the chaos is, I think, what people need.
Yep.
And lots of people are missing that. They hate their day, they hate their job, they hate everything they're doing. Then they come home, they go to bed.
Yep.
They ignore their family and go to sleep, and that doesn't help either.
That's it. It's just pure escapism. And like, I know a lot of people use video games as a way to de-stress, and that's fair. Okay, it works, but you also have to be careful that it's not escapism, right?
Wouldn't a book be escapism?
It is escapism. Same thing with a movie. All these things are, I'm putting myself into another environment or a sphere or something where I can escape my problems. Like, I've dated a girl years ago who loved watching soap operas because she wanted to see people whose problems were bigger than the ones that she currently had. And I was like, you're not that bad.
No,
life ain't that bad.
But I'll tell you what I really enjoy if we're in Mexico is watching like Telemundo and the Spanish soap operas.
Oh, yeah.
They're so ridiculous. You don't have to understand what they're saying. It's phenomenal.
You just know. It's like, oh, it's Chloe again, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, Evan, used to do a ton of jumping jacks to deal with stress. Once I realized I was so active I couldn't keep on weight, and I switched to nicotine consumption. Find that.
Yeah. I found one of the biggest things that helped with that, like people use smoking quite a bit, pipes, cigars. I don't think people get the same benefit of cigarettes. Okay. Like, that's just my thought process. I know people say they use it as a stress reliever, but like, nicotine is a stimulant.
Yep.
But cigars or a pipe or something like that seems to have a different type of slowing down.
I think it hits different because you're not going to smoke a 1-inch thick cigar. You're going to puff on it, right?
Well, that's the thing. Nobody inhales that stuff. You're going to be real sick the next day.
You'll be pretty green.
Yeah.
I think that people do look for some sort of I know some people that drink heavily. Yeah. And that's how they deal with stress. I have drinks here and at the camper. That's it. But this is more for entertainment value. Plus, it's easier to talk to you when I've got a drink in my system.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I should have.
You really should.
Bertha here.
But
so, you know what? Here's the craziest thing that I actually do. I use two really obscure things for stress relief. Besides, I don't mean meditation because I love meditation. I find it incredibly useful. Okay. Guess what they are?
Hang on. Let me guess. I'm guessing Tai Chi.
No.
Hang on.
Gong.
Okay. For your stress relief, would you count all the rice in the bag?
Oh, that's a good one. That's actually a good one. No.
Like Rain Man, just drop them?
Just 1, 2, 3. I haven't thought about that one, actually. That'd be good, though. That'd be really good.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You have a Zen garden. Tell me you have a Zen garden.
I used to. I used to have a Zen garden. No, I have two things that I actually find really useful. One is Nordic runes. You can throw your own runes. Have you ever seen that?
Sounds like witchcraft.
It is witchcraft, 100%.
Okay.
Great. And the other thing is tarot cards.
Okay. Now, I'm going to look at you like you're not strange.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why is it when someone says I throw runes or I
Yeah.
read tarot cards, yet I'm Catholic, and if I say, hey,
Yeah.
I'll pray,
I've got a
I'm the
rosary.
weird one.
Yeah,
I have
I've got a rosary. So like
and
I
I'm
don't
the
have
weird one.
I don't have a rosary, but I do have one of these. It's a Buddhist meditation beads.
I have a ring, and it's got the same number of beads. Like I'm not wearing it, but it has the same number of dots on the ring as there are beads on a rosary.
That's fair.
And I can spin it.
Yeah.
And I can do like all my Hail Marys. Like I can just sit there and spin this thing on my finger because it's it's designed to spin. Now, why is it that if I say that's my thing, it's odd, but someone could say that they are reading tea leaves, and I'm supposed to be like, oh, that's really interesting.
No. That's not how it is. No, like that's not how it is.
No. I think that yours is cool. I
no.
read
It's
it.
not. What it is when people are like, oh, that's interesting. They're like, holy shit, he's one of those.
No. What I'm saying is that a new age type view on whatever it is, where it's runes or anything else.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I think it's super interesting, right?
It is cool.
And I genuinely think it's cool. But what I'm saying is that
batshit crazy how accurate it is.
Right. But what I'm saying is, as a Catholic, if I say this is where I go, I get the side eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, 100%. And I think a lot of it isn't necessarily that people are more accepting of alternative things. I think people are so blown away that people say they do this. They're just like, I'll nod and agree just so I can get away from this person.
You know that I actually have an exorcism ring?
Do you?
I do. From the saint. It's because the Catholic Church actually has exorcists on staff.
I've heard there's been an uptick in the number of exorcisms that have been done in the recent years.
Right. So actually, I have one. It's in my jewelry box. I have an exorcism ring.
So you can just punch an evil spirit?
Demons. Yeah, it's demons, not ghosts. Ghosts don't exist.
Okay.
Oh, Zumba, you've got it right. Rosary sound. Yeah, it's just a. I'd go inside and get it, but I'll show it next time. But it looks like a band, but it actually spins.
You turned off all the chat. I can't see chat anymore.
You can see chat. Turn your chat back on.
It's turned off.
Okay, I'll show it on the stream.
Yeah, go for it.
Now can you see it?
Yeah, there we go. It was all turned off when you banned that person. That just all shut down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. The church for. I'm not gonna dig into that too hard.
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's a question. I'm not going to dig into it, but how many Catholic churches were destroyed?
The funny thing is, they didn't really talk about it, but a lot of them were burnt down.
How many of them were there?
I don't know.
I actually did a search on that. I don't know where it is, though. I've done so many searches in that. We could always ask, but it was a lot. Like it was a shocking number of churches that were burnt down.
I had somebody make a really sideways remark to me, and my kids go to Catholic school. I don't preach about it. I just am. But I was talking to somebody, and I said, you know what? I'm not the same as whatever was happening 80 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And the comment I got was, I think you guys are all exactly like you were 80 years ago. I'm like, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Enough. Just stop.
Yeah, I can't have a conversation with you at that point in time.
No.
I'm willing to deal with offensive things. I'm willing to deal with anything that, whatever you want to throw at me. I'm willing to talk about that sort of thing until it's like, look, now you're closed-minded and you're just being an asshole.
Yeah. So I just stopped the conversation. I'm like, you know what? Think what you want. You know me. The thing is, I'm like, you know me. You know me. Like, I'm not that. But
yeah, exactly.
Paint everybody with a wide brush. Go for it. 33
churches.
Yeah. And how many made the news?
I don't know. 2, 4?
Yeah. 2 or 4.
Two were accidental, 24 arson, 9 resulting in arrests.
All right. So they don't talk about it. And I'm not, again, people do stupid, bad, evil things or whatever.
Well, okay. I would agree. Okay. There were bad things done in history, but that doesn't warrant bad things being done now.
Nope. No.
You can see that with war, whether it's Ukraine and Russia, or you can see Israel and Palestine. Okay. So
let's not get into that, dude. That's
back to AI.
Back to AI. But no, here's the thing. We can go down rabbit holes of things that, one, I don't understand it. And I'll be the first person to say, I don't understand it. I really don't. But can you see the chat now, even though I took it off the thing?
No, you got rid of it.
Weird that it took it right out. Hang on.
It's
I'll
weird.
do this, then I'll do this. You can't close yours and then open it to see
No.
it?
No, I cannot.
No, let's put it back on the stream.
It's like nothing there.
But it's not feeding. Like it's not moving.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Okay, I'll just read it when I see things. AI. Let's get back into where we're going. Okay, let's add the people do bad things. Not everybody does bad things. Right?
That's fair. I 100% agree with that.
And I would even go with that 0.001%
Yeah.
as far as how many bad people are on the planet and bad people in any organization.
Yeah.
But I'm not justifying anybody's shitty behavior. Don't touch kids. Period.
We chatted about that too. Like a while ago, and I said, oh yeah, like I murder all the people I want. None. Right.
Well, we can jump down the rabbit
still
hole
here.
of a lot of things. Yeah, you're still here, but we can jump down the rabbit hole of a lot of things. I can say every hockey coach is bad.
Right. Exactly.
How many touched kids?
Yeah. Every female teacher is bad.
But there's still,
but
there's still people coaching hockey, right?
Yeah.
So if we're gonna use that wide brush, let's put it on everything that's ever been touched.
And let's look at it this way too. Why do people not do more bad things? Is it because it's illegal, or is it because it's immoral?
I believe that I believe that people are morally good.
Yes, except for that 800,000 people that are genuinely evil.
Right. But I believe the majority of people are good. I think we all make good decisions. We all have a conscience. We're born with one. And unless, again, you're a psychopath, then you're born that way.
Yeah.
But I do believe that people are genuinely good. I think that people make stupid decisions. I think there are a lot of people that, whether it's who they hang out with,
yeah,
or what pit they've fallen into that they couldn't get out of. Like when you look at, I'll use childhood as an example. Yep. I hung out with dirtbags, 100%. Okay. And I peeled away from the dirtbags, 100%. Right. Now, I don't do bad things because I don't want bad things done to me. You know what? Treat people like you want to be treated.
Yeah.
That's it. And I hung out with some people that it didn't get better. Is what I'm saying. Like there are people that make bad decisions when they're a teenager and then they don't stop making bad decisions. And then they just continue that. And now they're 40 something and they're still dirtbags.
Still making, exactly. It's like you get that girl who is in a bad relationship, right?
Right.
And is upset because, like he's a scumbag. Well, was he a scumbag when you started dating him?
Well, I think that, I'll go on the defense of the ladies, and I'll go on the guys put on their best face when they're courting.
That's fair. But even after you get to know a person after a few months, you should start seeing some red flags.
Yeah. So why do we ignore them?
Yeah.
You're not that committed for 3 or 4 months.
Right. So, I'm going to backtrack for 1 second. I actually asked ChatGPT to tell me how many genuinely evil people there are in the world.
Okay.
And it said about with 8.1 billion people alive today, about 80 million or fewer could fit that genuinely evil category.
80 million?
80 million.
Okay, then what makes a person evil? Their actions or their reasons for their actions?
Okay. And this is all based on the clinical data, okay, that's actually out there. And so genuinely evil isn't something science can measure directly, it says, because evil is moral and philosophical. So it's not clinical or measurable trait. I agree with that, It's a morality issue. But research suggests only a tiny percentage of people consistently show traits that might be called evil, such as sadism, psychopathy, or malignant narcissism. Clinical psychopathy occurs about 1% of the population. Everyday sadism is higher, but relatively rare still. In context or a situational evil, social psychology, based on experiments, shows that ordinary people can commit harmful acts under authority, pressure, or dehumanizing conditions.
What's the definition of what is sadism? What's the definition of sadism?
I'm trying to like doing acts of cruelty.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, like pulling wings off flies.
Totally. This suggests that, that's just fun. This suggests that evil actions often arise from context and choices, not from being inherently evil. So you can be pressured into it. Philosophy and morality. Many philosophers argue that very few people are purely evil, delighting in harm for its own sake. Most harmful behavior stems from fear, self-interest, indoctrination, lack of empathy, rather than deliberate pursuit of evil. Bottom line, people could be called genuinely evil, are very rare, perhaps under 1% of humanity, but a much larger share of people are capable of evil actions under the wrong conditions.
Okay, so let's go into AI. Let's take that as a bit of a measure. Let's ask AI, what is the most evil? I'm trying to get it to spit out something evil. What is the most evil
act?
Truly evil act a human can do?
Yep, go for it.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's go with an AI. Though, let's just say you're a person who's thinking some dark thoughts.
Yep.
And you're looking for ideas. AI will give you that.
Yes.
It just did.
Okay.
So, genocide, 100%. Child exploitation, yes. Torture for pleasure, inflicting pain purely for sadistic enjoyment, rare but among the darkest expressions of human cruelty. I'm going to read these out, then I'm going to go back because there's one that I believe is the worst one of all. Okay?
Right.
So I'm going to skip it and go to the rest. Betrayal of intimate trust, yes. Mass deception leading to harm, yes. Creating suffering for power, yes. Erasing empathy, yes. What I believe is the most evil thing a person can do is manipulating others into doing it.
That's fair.
There's your Charles Manson.
Yep. Right? Getting other people to do your dirty work, right?
Yes. So if you can convince somebody else to do the most twisted shit, they did it. Your hands are clean. Like Manson never killed anybody. That's the most messed up thing, right? But he convinced people to do it. So how? What was worse, the person that did it or the person that convinced?
Exactly.
So
what would you say? Like, and there's the whole scope of things. So I asked, who is the most evil person in history?
I'm guessing it was Vlad the Impaler.
No, he's not even on the list, actually. Oh, no, he is. Okay, by scale of harm. Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin,
100%.
Mao Zedong, Leopold of Belgium, Congo Free State atrocities, and Pol Pot, the Khmer Rouge genocide in Cambodia. But by deliberate cruelty and sadism, Ivan the Terrible and Vlad the Impaler.
So, but we also lived in a more barbaric time then.
That's the thing, we're also comparing it through a modern day lens, right? So where people weren't back then weren't really considered people.
Well, we went through what's called a renaissance, right? So suddenly we realized that people are people, and one, not property, two, not disposable.
On one hand, you also look at it this way, Vlad the Impaler. So like back then, early in we're going to leave early. So go get to bed.
Yeah.
Probably like 8. We're going to Winnipeg tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah. We'll cut it short. Here's one for you. Was Joe Exotic manipulated into putting a hit on Carol Baskin by Jeff Lowe?
well.
He was going for a pardon. Like they were trying to get him to be on the pardon list for Trump.
That's crazy.
Joe Exotic, I believe, was a little unhinged.
I'm a terrible human being. I never watched that show.
It was during COVID, and yes, I watched Tiger King. And
I should watch that.
If you ever want to feel good about your life, if you're ever doubting whether you're doing okay, watch that. I mean, we don't have tigers. However, we're not that guy.
That's fair. What was the big phrase? I'm never going to financially recover from this.
I'm never going to financially recover from this. Yeah. And dude, that's a whole culture of people. Like, you have giant predators in your house, these cats. Why would you want that?
I just don't know. I don't get it.
There are more
But
tigers in captivity than there are in the wild. That's crazy.
seriously.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so like now we know what a problem is, and at what point in time do you start going, maybe that's a little bit of evil, right?
Having cats isn't evil, but
Well, having cats is one thing, but having like a full-size tiger is another.
it's a god. I'm guessing it's like a god complex, like saying, "Look what I've got. I have an apex
Yeah,
predator
there's
in my house."
okay, so like what one of the biggest trends that billionaires and ultra rich celebrities had for collectibles?
Baby oil.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, Tyrannosaurus Rex heads over their mantle, like the
I almost
skeleton,
bought
the
a
actual
tauntaun
skeleton of
head.
a T-Rex head.
That's insane. That's
That's
huge.
insane. Nicolas Cage had one.
I almost bought a tauntaun head to mount.
Oh, that'd be cool. But was it a real tauntaun?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It has to. It
Oh,
says
wow.
genuine.
It's
Yeah, for
genuine.
sure.
Yeah. 100% authentic Star Wars memorabilia.
I'll buy anything Star Wars because I'm a nerd.
Well,
But
that's fair.
so AI. Let's wrap up by talking about what we meant to talk about today. Not going down this evil rabbit hole, but we've got some stuff to talk about next week.
Well, what do we ever? So
medical
how evil can we get?
Here's what I think is interesting about AI. The education tools that are available for kids is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You can bang out research papers better, but are they learning what they're writing?
Well, there is a thing that I had a discussion with a prof at the university about that, and we're talking about that they really need to, because a lot of the schools are going, let's ban it, right?
No.
And the kind of concept now that a lot of people are going like, no, let's teach people how to use it ethically.
Teach people how to use it because they're going to use it properly. Let's take something as mundane as a resume or a cover letter.
Yep.
You have to write it and ask it to refine it.
Oh God, have you ever written a resume?
one in 30 years, yes.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well, that's where
ChatGPT gets handy, right?
It gets handy here's the thing, when you have a lot to say, a lot to tell, it can refine it for you. And then even after it's written, you can say, you need to lighten that language a bit.
Yeah.
And then you'll still get it. And then I'll still edit the shit out of it, but it does sound better than what I had.
Totally.
And I believe that you should use it if you want to be professional, because guess what? If you don't use it, the other applicant is, and the other applicant sounds much better than you.
Yep. I've used it for little things like contracts for my staff.
Sure.
Or amendments in the contracts, just like I need something that's going to be like that's legit, this legal. And like I have like ones that I got from my lawyer for my main, like for my staff, but I also have like, okay, maybe there's like a change we need to make for like 6 months or something. Well, I don't want to spend $1,000.
Right.
Because I'm going to go, can you give me an amendment on this? It's going to be legally binding according to Manitoba law and such. And it'll pump it out for me. I'm like, that's perfect. That's great. Wonderful. Thank you.
And I think that we should be able to and there's nothing wrong with that. Just use it like spell check.
Yeah.
Thank God for spell check. And that's just another AI.
Right. Absolutely. Can you remember learn autocorrect and everything? Like that's just AI and that's just bloody useful.
Have you ever spelled something so wrong that your spell check doesn't know what the hell you're trying to say?
God, like every day, I swear, Siri's getting stupider.
Well, yeah. Okay. Oh, where's it going with this? Yeah. Spell check. Oh, Grammarly. Have you used Grammarly?
I
love it.
No. Yeah.
I love Grammarly. It just makes
it
just. I'll be typing something out in email and it'll highlight and say, hey, you sound like a dipshit, and give me a suggestion like, oh, that does sound better. Click and keep on going. It's just fair. Better grammar.
Yep.
And I'm a grammar hound. Like it drives me nuts.
So you're saying it's more gooder, is what you're saying?
It's more gooder than my grammar is. My grammar isn't as good as
it's not as gooder as the gooder is. It's not as gooder as the gooder grammar.
No, but there are things people will say that'll just like put a needle in my eye, like supposedly.
Supposedly.
That's not a word.
Who comes up with that?
People say it though.
Can you borrow this to me?
Or same difference.
Yeah.
Can you borrow me this?
Can you borrow me this?
No. Can you
No,
please
I can't. Can I lend it to you? Sure, I could lend it to you.
get a grasp of the English language for like you learn this in kindergarten or
You're
at least
grown
grade
up. Please at least try.
3. Yeah. Give me an E for effort. So far, I only use ChatGPT to write a social media post for me and try to simplify the legal mumbo jumbo and making Alberta an independent nation. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I guess the short answer for Alberta is it could 100%. It could support itself.
Sure, I guess. I mean, until you start factoring in the fact you'll lose CPP, you're going to be losing your military. You're going to be losing a lot of your judicial system. You have to create a new parliamentary system, new constitution, new premier, prime minister. You have to redesignate the entire states, and also have to figure out what you're going to do with the treaty land.
But
it's easy. It's okay.
But it's easy. But other than that, it's
fine.
They could do it. It would just cost a lot of money, and then they'd be broke by the
time.
They'd
be broke. They'd be more worser off, right?
More worser off. less better.
Less gooder. That's
less gooder.
Sure.
No, I think that again, AI is great. I love the tool. There are things we could use that people are really paranoid about, like mass surveillance, algorithmic bias, deepfakes. Deepfakes was a big thing.
Nobody wants to see me on like Ron Jeremy's body or something. No. Right? So
autonomous weapons, that's a thing.
That's pretty cool.
Cognitive decay.
Terrible. Sorry.
The cognitive decay is where I have a problem with AI. Is that we're not learning to write like we used to write.
Totally. I agree with that completely.
Yeah,
because we're just pumping it in instead of thinking about it.
Right. Like I think that we have the response he got is that it was more or less impossible to be included in the 51st state options. That makes sense. But I do think that when you have it
would never happen as 51st state. It would never happen. You can't even understand how much debt you'd be accumulating as a 51st state.
Holy elbows up.
Oh,
elbows up.
Do you know how bad the American economy is? Oh, dude, it's bad.
It'd be slightly less bad if they had Alberta.
I mean, like, God. It'd be less bad for them. Yeah, absolutely. Like, type into ChatGPT, how bad would the Alberta debt be if they became part of the 51st state of America?
It wouldn't be good.
It wouldn't be good.
It's going to be bad. No. But there are things, job displacement, social manipulation, black box decision making. Like, when we have our lives on social media, it can be manipulated. Everything that we're putting out there can be completely manipulated. Like, there's a good chance, Jay, that I may have to pull off of my social media.
That's fair.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Now that would be like delete it all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe. It was asked. Would you consider deleting all your social media?
They're not doing that. They're just trying to find where are you going to draw the line?
Oh, I would. Like, sure, this is a hobby.
They're just trying to figure out where is this important enough that you'd be foregoing any potential future on anything else, right?
Right. Like they asked Kelsey, and she's like, yeah, absolutely, he would, because he just pisses around with this. But here was the thing about what we do. It was should certain things happen, I would be speaking on behalf of certain parties at all times whenever I speak. So could you keep yourself between the lines? Yes. And I do. We've talked about some pretty crazy shit, but just be careful what we talk about, right?
That's
so we'd have to be a little more.
You know what? It's not much different from. It is a little bit, but not much, because like I'm a part of like Chamber of Commerce. I'm part of the Downtown Biz. So if I say the wrong thing, that could reflect poorly in those associations as well.
Same with me. And in my real estate world, I've gotten my hand slapped for unbecoming of a realtor from one of my Friday funnies.
Really? Yeah, unbecoming. We're dropping the bar pretty low. I'm sorry. I know a few real estate agents.
If I told you what is going down right now, it would. We'll have a conversation about it. There's some heavy shit.
I know some real estate agents. It's like we're putting the bar pretty low if Friday fun days are an offense. You know?
Right, but I'm a commissioner of oaths. There's things like I try to put myself out there as being a reasonably good human being, right?
Well, I mean, really, I don't think as long as you're okay with doing the stuff you're doing as a Catholic, you're probably good in the eyes of God.
There's that. There's
that. Really, if anyone else is offended by it, Screw you! I haven't been hit by lightning. God's okay with it, so piss
Not
off.
yet. The clouds are coming in. I might.
No,
No,
we keep getting these tornadoes kind of they're warning shots.
Right. But
Right.
I think that we've got a tool that we all need to love and learn how to use and get really good at it so we can
Yep.
recognize it when we see it. Our kids need to master it.
Yep.
Master it. And if you
The
can
ones
use
who
it for,
the ones who don't are going to be left behind.
They're left
like
behind.
the internet, you know.
and actually, because I just got the kids laptops, like, those laptops.
Mm-hmm.
I got them those laptops, and it's got Copilot. So I don't think I've ever played with it. I'm gonna show them how to use it. Like, here, go and do this.
You know what? The thing is, I noticed with kids, like with my kids, we got them laptops. Well, like kind of like I had my old laptops. I get into them. They didn't want to use them.
Our kids are only using the laptops now.
Really?
They barely touch the tablets.
Okay, because all my girls use is tablets. That's all they'll use.
Bo today was setting up. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
She was doing she had craft stuff all over, like craft things all over the table. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Like, good, you're out of your room. Yeah. And she had she's doing Halloween stuff, like drawing bats and ghosts. I'm like, cool. And she's watching this lady do this 2-panel thing where you draw it here and you mirror it there. And I'm like, cool. I'm happy with that.
It's really hard to be mad about them using technology when they're doing something like that.
No, I want them to learn how to do things with their computers, not to sit there looking at their computers.
Like my daughter, I'll see her, she's on YouTube watching something, and I'm like, I want to say something to this 10-year-old, and then it's like, what is she doing? She's done all this art on her nails, and she's drying them in the UV lights, right?
Okay.
I'm like, okay, like I have a real hard time being upset about this.
I had a conversation with Bo today because Kelsey and Gage are going to the camper and she's here. I said, watch a movie, chill out, watch a movie. I said, you're not watching YouTube shorts, stop. And I said, I'm going to go through your computers to see how much time you're using on YouTube, because if it's more than anything else, it's gone because this is mindless junk that you're not learning anything from, or not entertained from. No one wrote this. It's garbage. And it's like the 60-second flips with TikTok or anything else.
Yep.
It's quick, it's easy, but your attention span is getting shittier and shittier. So please engage in a film for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's why I love the theater. I love the theater because you have no choice but to watch the movie.
Yep. Oh, the most truly evil people are the ones who talk in the movie theater.
I got another one.
Yeah.
There's a couple at 4 a.m. at the gym that make out like 8th graders.
Oh, that's gross.
All through their workout.
No, that's a different type of workout.
That's something.
Save it for cardio day.
Right, but it's one of those things where we're all looking at them like, is anybody else sick of this? Like what? Like why?
Not okay.
No. So far we've managed to get proposed to by AI.
Yeah.
Go through the most evil people according to AI.
Yep. Hitler.
Yeah, we're using that name quite a bit today, and trying to figure out whether it's good or bad. I think it's great. However, there's a lot of ways you can use it on a bad level.
Well, I mean, you could use anything on a bad level. I mean, realistically, when I was in Winnipeg, when my mom was in the hospital, there was a sign on the door that said emergency at the hospital that said no guns, no knives, no hammers.
I'm sorry.
And I didn't think hammers were a particularly bad thing, but if you think about it, it's basically a cudgel, right?
John Wick killed 5 men in a bar with a pencil.
With a pencil.
With a fucking pencil. Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Yeah.
A pencil. That was, if there was ever
the boogeyman, he's the man who you call when you want to kill the boogeyman.
When you look at movies and you just fucked with the wrong guy lines, that one and one from The Watchmen.
Yeah.
Did you ever see The Watchmen?
Yeah, I saw The Watchmen. That's a classic superhero movie.
Right. When Rorschach's in jail.
Yeah. I'm not locked here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Right. You just you guys are screwed because you're locked in here with me. Yeah. Now that is a sociopath.
Yeah. Absolutely. I saw a video actually. I won't take too much of your evening, but saw a video talking about John Wick, and he said John Wick is the most unrealistic, fantastic world ever because you're in a world where there are literally thousands of paid high-end assassins in every city.
Yep.
And they all know each other.
Yeah, they work together.
And they're just saying, hey, I know him. I know him. He's a friend from work. It's like, oh, $1 million. I got to kill my friend from work.
Well, John Wick, don't think that there aren't things like that. There are.
Well, just not to that scale.
No, but I mean,
How
John
many
Wick,
people did John Wick kill in the first movie?
I lost count after 40, I'm sure.
I think there was just so many.
But
ChatGPT, right? So,
but here's the thing. John Wick, Keanu Reeves, his skills were there. Like, he did learn his skill set with his firearms. He's very good with it.
It was incredible watching him do, like, learning, like, doing the actual skill set.
You know what I think is funny? Watching movies, and as a guy who's a shooter, watching people handle firearms really, like, you've never held a gun before.
Yeah.
And I'll notice that now, especially after being on set with people that have never held a firearm before, and I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude needs to, like, can someone take this out of his hand? Like, please.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah. But it's interesting when you watch that on movies and like, that would never happen.
What was it? It was Heat with Val Kilmer. It's that scene where you
one of the most
the most viewed with actual military service for the appropriate way to handle reload under fire
and using the cars under covers as covers. Yeah. Like it was probably one of the most realistic gunfights in cinematic history.
Right.
And what I think is hilarious is whenever I see a movie where someone hides behind the door of a car from bullet fire,
is blocking the bullets.
You can stick a knife through your car door.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
It ain't stopping a bullet. And when I see that, I'm like, if you were to take any of my hunting rifles, if I were to shoot it through the passenger side of your car, it's coming out the driver's side through both doors.
Yeah.
Like you have nothing. If you want to hide behind your car, like with the engine in front and you're at the trunk end.
Exactly. And yet you'll get people who'll be like driving their vehicle and the bullet will hit the driver's side window and just shatter. It's like, no, you unless it's bulletproof glass at this point in time, like it's not going to happen.
No,
and even the bulletproof glass is not going to be blocking some high caliber weapon.
Well, the reality is our glass in our windows doesn't shatter. Because there's a panel. There's two panels of glass and glue in between.
Yep.
It's designed to not explode. And Tucker, if you ever saw the movie Tucker,
Tucker. You've seen the movie Tucker?
Have you seen the movie Tucker?
Yeah, I've seen the movie Tucker.
Okay,
we're the only two people on the planet who have seen the movie Tucker.
Right, but he invented the shatterproof windshield.
Really?
Yeah. And it got adopted by Ford later on. But there were things that didn't happen. If you had a rock come through your window back in the old days, it would just shatter your glass in front of you. Yeah. So, if you put a bullet through it, it's just going to make a hole and it's going to spider it, but it's not going to fall apart. I guess it depends on what you hit it with. It could.
A rocket launcher or something like that.
Maybe, it's like when you see someone shoot the gas tank of a semi, it's diesel. Yeah. I could take a match to diesel. It ain't going to light.
It's not going to do anything. Have fun with that. Yeah. Yeah. Unless it was a Pinto, then you're in trouble.
Just kick the back end; she'll blow right up.
Exactly, perfect.
But hey, you know what? You guys are heading out to Winnipeg first thing in the morning.
Yep, I got to head out. We got to head out. We're heading out to my nephew's birthday. I have a little 1-year-old nephew, so we're heading out for the birthday. And I don't know what we're gonna do there. Maybe go-karts, maybe flying squirrel or something like that.
Probably Costco. I would imagine it's going to be a Costco.
No,
run.
I don't have a Costco card.
What?
I don't have a Costco card.
Okay, well then save on foods. It's also very inexpensive.
You know, we just never really go to Costco. We never go to Winnipeg enough anymore to make it worth having a Costco card.
Makes sense. It
saves money. It saves money, man.
It does.
I don't need 10 pounds of cottage cheese.
Who doesn't need 10 pounds of cottage cheese? You need a pillowcase full of
I can't eat that shit anymore. So
I eat feta cheese like no one's business. And I do dry cottage feta cheese, and I do dry cottage cheese with pineapple like every day.
You got to get more protein. More protein, right?
I do have to get more protein in.
Dude, did you try that protein drink yet they gave you?
Yes, and it is surprisingly good. Like I'm like,
it's 40 grams of protein without chewing it?
Shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be okay. It should not be okay.
No, and the reality is you have a product there that everybody wants and no one knows about. So Shakely, is it Shakely?
Shackley, yeah, it's Shackley.
Shackley, it's like
sparkling protein shake.
it's like pop,
for
but it's
drink.
40 grams protein. It's like eating a steak.
It's like drinking a bubbly,
It
It's
is,
just
and
the craziest thing.
they nailed it. They
Yeah.
nailed it. Which is
It
perfect.
absolutely killed it. And first, like we did a video on trying it for the first time, and when I was like, "Oh, I don't know about this," and we took a sip of it, and I was like, "What am I drinking here? This is cool." So
It does
I
make
had
sense.
one. I had one before the gym. It was wonderful. It was great, nice and fresh. And like some of them, they just weigh you down heavy. You go to the gym
Ugh.
after with a pre-workout protein shake, and you're like, "Oh, it feels like I've got a baby in there," right?
You ate a liter. You drank a liter of chocolate. You ate a liter of milk before you went to the
Yep.
gym. That's why.
Pretty much. So
Okay, kids.
anyway,
Let's wrap her up. So long and short, AI is fantastic, or it can be evil. All
or
depends
it
on
could
what
be
you use it
evil.
for. Yeah, like the reality is, a hammer can be used for a tool or something terrible,
Yep.
or
For
a
sure.
pencil.
Or
But
pencil.
no,
Pencil's
go
super
out.
useful.
It is. Yeah, pencil can create or take out 5 guys in a bar if you're John Wick.
The pen is mightier than the sword, right?
Yes, unless you have a sword in your hand. Then I
Unless you
would
have a
take.
sword,
I
but
would
I'll
still
take
take
the
the
pen.
sword. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, have a
Cool.
super duper weekend, and
Take care.
yeah, enjoy your time in Winnipeg, the stabbiest place
Go-
in the prairies.
Go get some bourbon.
I think I've
It
had
looks
enough
so small back there, doesn't it?
back there, but you know what? One or two for me is enough for tonight. But
Like look at that, right?
the size of your head, man, like it's novelty size bottle of bourbon, and I was very
absolutely
happy
is.
to find those.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
Perfect. It's
It's
smaller
perfect.
when you use this perspective.
it
So,
sure is. Okay, guys,
yep. Have a good night.
see you guys.